Can McCaffrey do it again? It's the coach. This is NFL football on EA Sports. Coming up, dual threat Christian McCaffrey. Fresh off a big game a week ago, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Green Bay Packers. With that, let's get up to Green Bay, Wisconsin. Standing by for the call from venerable Lambeau Field, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football. So are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. They come in after tasting defeat for the first time in about a month as their loss snapped a 4-game winning streak. On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers, they're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6 games.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Number 12 in green and gold coming out to lead the Packers. Of course, that's Aaron Rodgers. Last year for Rodgers, despite the young receiving core, despite the nagging injuries, despite the removal of his head coach, better than 4,400 passing yards, the second highest total in his 14 NFL seasons. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Got a man, that's Allison. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. And now the offensive starters for the Packers.
Durable and dependable, but also elite is left tackle David Bakhtiari. Has only missed 6 games in his NFL career. He protects Aaron Rodgers' blind side, and he does it so well. In 2018, named first-team All-Pro for the first time in his career.
Throwing now is Rodgers. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. So here are the Panthers now under head coach Ron Rivera. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And the offensive starters for the Panthers.
A 3rd-round pick out of LSU in the 2014 draft, guard Trey Turner quickly became one of the better players in the NFL. Agile, this guy can absolutely fly. The fastest offensive lineman at the 2014 Combine. You want some nastiness? Watch him at the point of attack. Agile, mobile, and hostile. That's Trey Turner.
It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it 3rd down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. They've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Running with the fullback, Alex Arma. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
To the air, Allen. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 21. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
7 yards there and a 1st down. They'll run with the fullback Arma. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit. Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
On the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
6-man. Check
from the shotgun to give to Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Single.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Complete to Jones. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. The 3rd down run gets him nothing.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bad.
I don't know about that. Super tall.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a Panthers 1st down, 17 yards on the play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. On 2nd and 9. Allen throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore. 3rd down here.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Now they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now a draw play. This is Jones. So he got free at 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Open man is Allison, complete. And he is going to have the first down as he's up to his own 13-yard line. Rodgers to Allison, good for a Green Bay first down.
Let's go, defense. Let's get on the field, defense.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now Rodgers on third down. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Check 37. Check 37.
On second down now, it's Jones. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Trey Boston up to make the tackle. The Packers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And able to find Graham, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 38-yard line.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him old reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Out of the shotgun is Jones. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. K1 short. In there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. On the tackle that time, Dean Lowry. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Blake Martinez, the NFC's leading tackler a year ago, in on the stop. From the 36, Allen forced out to his left. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Allen now on first down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. Throwing on first down is Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
That's to McCaffrey, complete. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Hey, Sam up. He's checking crap. Ready?
And again, it's Allen. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Allen. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Tavecchio puts this one through. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to... And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. This one fielded at the 5. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 29-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. Here's McCaffrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Throwing again on second down. Rodgers, a throw caught by Kumaro. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. That catch good for 5. It's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On play action, Rodgers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
60 outlaw. Touchdown. 80 weapon. Get it.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards and a Panther first down. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. Let's get it.
Now a play fake here on first down. This is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker. You've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry?
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And Charles, the second time today that he has hit pay dirt.
And once you score the first one, there is that natural tendency, and there's also that eagerness to get back there again. Oh, he smells it. This guy smelled the end zone, and twice he's gotten there.
The lefty Tavecchio now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. So that drive, 4 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They're in a bit of a bind, a pretty big bind, down 20-0 as they start here on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. They'll go again to Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Now Rodgers. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's Jones. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by the defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer 1st down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers. Rodgers now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Jones. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Rodgers to throw. This complete to Jones. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Jones, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side,
he hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers get a score closer. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers about set to go on offense. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there. 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And now they'll throw with Allen. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now a quick hit over the fullback Arma. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 28.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from it.
Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play. From the 25 on 2nd down, Allen. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Jarius Wright that time. And it's 3rd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther 1st down.
Come on, set. 10-2 start. Go. Now.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 12 yards there and a 1st down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that right now.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Preston Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. This is McCaffrey on the give. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The kick by Tavecchio is good, and that will swell the lead to 16. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
So Aaron Rodgers and his offense down by 16, a minute 53 remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. And he finds his tight end, Graham. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. To throw is Rodgers. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And he gets this to the 35, good for a gain of 5. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. The connection made. It's Graham. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Trey Boston. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Let's get this.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Ready, set. Get the ball.
He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down